Hi guys, Paula here, and welcome back to my kitchen and welcome back to my channel, The Flavorful Home. Today's flavor of the day is a slice of heaven. Fresh tomato sauce with garden tomatoes. I'm right up on the camera because some people have said they can't hear me very well. I don't have a mic, but just so you know, I do make sure closed captions are always enabled. So if you need to see the words, just click on closed captions. I don't have enough tomato plants to be doing a big canning session. I just didn't plant that many tomatoes and I don't get enough to do that. So this is very manageable for a small garden. As a matter of fact, some of the tomatoes are from last year that I put in the freezer. So I'm showing you two ways. Traditional, boiling into a ice water bath, and the freezer method, it peels right off the skin, right off because they were frozen. Okay, let's get busy. Come on. All right, most people know the traditional way of peeling tomatoes to make into sauce is dipping it in boiling water for 30 or 40 seconds and then into ice water to make the skins come right off. But here's another way that's very helpful. And as you can see, it comes right off. By having your tomatoes in the freezer, the skins peel right off. And you're making sauce with it, so it's not a big deal that they're soft, because you know when you freeze fruits and vegetables, the cells break down and they lose their integrity. But that's okay, because you're going to cook them down. These are still on the frozen side. But as you can see, the skins come right off. And they are soft. There's nothing you can do about that. These are the alpaca Amish pastes that I froze. I didn't get... Seeding is so easy. I just cut the top and then I go right down. And believe it or not, there really isn't much seeds in here at all. And I attribute that to the fact that they are paste tomatoes. As I said, these were the alpaca, and unfortunately, because of my zone, it just got too hot too quickly, and so I did not have a good crop at all. Also, you can, if your tomatoes start to split on the vine, just pull them off and let them finish ripening up, as long as they have already started to turn red. If they're still green, they're not going to green up. So wait till they start turning red and then pull them off and put them in your window. And that's it. I'm going to grab one that has seeds so you can see. This is just a regular... It probably was a beefsteak, maybe? I can't remember what. Oh no, I think it was Jetstar. And again, because I had rodents attack my plants, they ate a lot of my tomatoes. Violet, you know how to push. Violet's telling me, let me into the kitchen. See how I'm just kind of with my finger pushing out the seeds that I see? And unless you can't eat seeds for health reasons, like diverticulitis, I think someone said they can't eat seeds, you're gonna cook them down and blend them up, so it's not bad. They are very mushy because they were frozen. Don't let that bother you. It's not a big deal. That's how you peel your tomatoes, and that's what I'm going to be making my sauce from. I'm going to show you the traditional way also of getting the skins off your tomatoes. You want your water boiling, and it's almost there. And these are my tomatoes. Now I did bring these in because they started to split. These are New Zealand paste tomatoes, and they're heat tolerant, and splitting is just a watering issue. I don't have automatic watering set up, so I do it by hand, and it took a little bit of time, but I got it down now, and all the newer tomatoes are looking good. I know these, it's not a rolling boil, but I'm gonna pop it in anyway. I use my spider, and you just turn them around. You don't want them mushy. You just want that heat to be able to loosen the skins. And I didn't feel like heating up a giant pot of water for 2 little tomatoes because I did a big batch Saturday, and I can see the skin is starting to pucker. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna, yep, right there. That's what you're looking for. And into my ice bath. That stops the cooking. This guy is not doing that, I think, because his split wasn't quite as bad. There we go. Okay, I'm shutting off my heat. And right into the ice bath. And I'll just give it a couple of minutes to cool off, and we'll peel these puppies too. These guys peeled real easy. Right off. The skins came. Look at that. That's fantastic. This is a nice, meaty paste tomato. I'm really happy with it. All right. I will cut this up like the others, and I'll show you how I make my fresh sauce. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, making my fresh sauce isn't that much different than when I make marinara from canned tomatoes. I get my garlic and I give it a rough chop. Now when I make my marinara, I leave the garlic whole, but I love the fresh garlic minced with the chopped tomatoes. Now these are fresh tomatoes from my garden, picked this past week. Some were picked yesterday, So I did the boiling method, and these are the ones that were frozen. I'm gonna pour off this water because I don't want that much liquid. And as it cooks, I know I'm gonna really have to let that water boil off of it. So I'm gonna heat my pan and we're gonna move to the stove. Alright, I put my flame on, do a medium. Let me get my olive oil. I'm kind of gonna pass in front of you. And this is how I do it. I don't really measure. Just get it in there. Give it a little scooch around. And I add my garlic before the oil is hot so that it comes up to temperature together. You don't want it burnt. You just want it to be lightly, you want the fragrance. Even if it's not toasted, you just want to get that fragrance. I have quite the aromas going on in this kitchen because I have bread baking in the oven too. It smells amazing. These were the frozen. And now these were the recently picked. Just look at that. Now I'm going to put the heat up because I want that liquid to start cooking down. Oh my. This is a thing of beauty, and the red is, oh, it's beautiful. We'll do some pepper. Just a few scrunches. And some salt. Remember, you could always go back and add if you can't get it out. So don't go crazy. And this is my basil from the garden. I just picked a leaf off and right in it goes. I don't want that stem in there. Yeah, I put the whole thing in and then I pull it out after it's cooked. Yeah, that smells so good, guys. And then you're just gonna let this cook down. I wanna get a spoon just to check for my seasoning. Oh my goodness gracious. Guys, I can tell you right now, nothing in the world tastes better than a fresh cooked tomato sauce. This is a gift to yourself, to your family, to your guests, to your tummy. Your tummy will thank you. All right, we're gonna let this cook and I'll show you as it's cooked down what I'm looking for. Keep an eye on it. I'm lowering it. I'm keeping I'm not going to cover it because I want it to evaporate a little. Okay guys, I'm going to leave you with this. It's been about 25, maybe 30 minutes. And you could see it has definitely cooked down. It is still chunky. You can leave it like this. It is delicious. You can use an immersion blender or a regular blender to smooth it out. I do not know what I want to do yet, so I am not going to do anything to it other than this here. I will probably let it cool and I will put it in the fridge. You can add hot pepper flakes to this and make it arrabbiata. There is nothing in this world quite like a fresh sauce. Oh my gosh. You will not be sorry if you can find someone who has an abundance of tomatoes or a local farm stand. Give it a shot. Easy peasy, my friends. And you'll just be overjoyed. Alrighty, what'd you think about that? Not too shabby, huh? My kitchen smells amazing. The sauce tastes amazing. You can do it. I promise. If you're new, I hope you'll come back again to visit. I hope you'd consider subscribing. Hit the bell and a thumbs up. It helps the channel. Until next time, my friends, go create something wonderful. Bye-bye now.